Definitely still feeling like summertime with hot and humid conditions along with scattered showers and thunderstorms, but we will see some changes headed our way starting on Thursday. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 10 to push to. It is time now for a first check of our weather, and for that, we want to check in with meteorologist Jenna Petracci. A lot of lightning out there tonight.
That's right, Brad. It was mostly dry throughout the day, but we did have some storms develop, and that's what you're looking at behind me now on our Skyview time lapse from our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at Augusta Regional Airport. You can actually see some lightning strikes happen there with those cumulonimbus clouds growing, bringing some heavy rainfall across parts of Richmond County, and I actually captured that right outside the station. You can see those clouds, even some lightning out in the distance there, and even some cloud to ground lightning was captured around here as well. Notice on Live Viper 6, you can see those storms developing from the west, strengthening as they moved into Glasscock, Warren, and parts of Jefferson County. That's when a severe thunderstorm warning developed for the gusty winds and also some quarter-size hail. We did have a report of a tree down as well around Warren County. This moved into Richmond County and then it weakened, but still that cloud to ground lightning was very dangerous, and that's what we saw there in those photos. But right now on Live Viper 6, as of 10 o'clock, just a few isolated cells down in Burke County, the rest of us nice and dry. We had a high of 91 degrees today, putting us just a couple degrees above average, and right now typical summertime conditions this evening with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s. Mostly cloudy for some of us, a little bit of fog developing as well. We do have the stationary front across the area. That's what triggered those showers and storms today, and we have another front approaching tomorrow. So your day planner will start out foggy, mostly sunny by 9 o'clock. Then those storms developing in the afternoon, continuing throughout the evening as we climb into those upper 80s. So summertime heat is definitely still here. Rain and storms in the forecast Tuesday and Wednesday. Then we're drying out for the rest of the week. It will be cooler as well, much less humid. The weekend looks fantastic. I'll have all those details coming up shortly, but back to you, Brad.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jenna. The Greenbrier community and family members are rallying around a teenager who was hurt in a car wreck a few weeks ago. The accident report says 15-year-old Allison Lilly was leaving cross-country practice and was on Riverwood Parkway with her mom and her sister when that crash happened. She is in critical condition in the hospital. Community members have been doing all sorts of things, making and selling purple flags, bracelets, T-shirts. They put up that billboard showing their support for Allison. They're calling the whole movement Allison's Race because she is on that cross-country team with the Wolfpack and was hoping to make varsity this year.
She's definitely a
recruitment campaign for Laney High School's Alumni Association and a local support group for men with prostate cancer. That's tomorrow at 12:30 in the afternoon on Jenny. Still ahead, Jenna has your forecast for this week, plus how South Carolina lawmakers can make changes to high school sports in the state.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Monday evening. You're looking at a time lapse on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam from Augusta Regional Airport. Look at that lightning we had earlier come through Richmond County. The majority of the CSRA was nice and dry today, but we did have a few isolated storms develop, some of those pretty strong. Right now, though, sitting at 74 degrees. It's clearing out, a dry night with a south-southeast wind of 6 miles per hour. Earlier today, I did capture some of those storms just outside the station, some towering cumulonimbus clouds, and you can even see the lightning out in the distance. And if you look closely here, some cloud-to-cloud lightning, and I even saw some cloud-to-ground lightning in Augusta as well. So here was what happened on Live Viper 6. We had some storms develop out towards the west. They strengthened as they moved towards the metro. There was a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 7:45. That was right over Rennes and Jefferson County, and it was particularly strong over Glasscock County. And we had a storm report develop as well, and that was over in Avera, Georgia. That was for some wind damage. Some trees fell down over there. The rest of us, though, really didn't see much happen today, and luckily those storms did weaken as they moved further into the metro. So right now on Live Viper 6, just one isolated cell we're seeing down in Burke County, very, very weak. The rest of us nice and dry. The rain today was due to the stationary front, though, across the CSRA. And as we go into the next couple of days, we'll have another cold front come through, bringing a better chance of showers and storms. On one side of that front, we see dew points in the mid to upper 60s. The rest of us, though, still in those 70s, so a pretty muggy night with our temperatures in the mid 70s to upper 70s. And for tomorrow, another near average day. We will be starting out with some patchy fog, mostly sunny by 9 o'clock. And then by the afternoon and evening, we'll see some of those storms develop. And we also have the chance of some of those becoming strong as well, similar to today. So it's still going to be very humid outside Tuesday and Wednesday, dew points in the low 70s. But check out Friday, dropping into the upper 50s, back into that comfortable range. And your weekend looks fantastic. Rain chances are at 40% Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Friday and Saturday, we're drying out nicely, just in time for Arts in the Heart downtown. 82 for your Saturday, very, very nice. 84 on Sunday, just a 20% chance of rain. So here's that stationary front over us tomorrow morning. That will just become a weak trough, and then we'll have another cold front come through. As we go into Wednesday, that'll bring a better chance of rain. Then behind that comes the cooler and drier air to look forward to. So here's our futurecast. Isolated storms throughout the day on Tuesday. Some heavy rain overnight as well. That's 1 o'clock Wednesday morning. Then the rest of Wednesday looking good until we go into around 3 o'clock. Then more of those storms start to develop. Now, when it comes to the tropics, we have a lot going on. Hurricane Lee, of course, Hurricane Margot. Notice right now, Lee is a Category 3 storm, but the good news is that it's expected to stay out to sea and it will only impact, say, portions of Maine, but at that point it will be much weaker. But it was a Category 5 hurricane on Friday, so very, very strong storm there. Our lows tonight will be in the upper 60s. Once again, some fog developing. Highs tomorrow in the upper 80s to low 90s. And your 10-day forecast showing the rain for now, but we are getting drier and sunny as we go into the weekend with below average temperatures.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Big changes could be coming to South Carolina high school sports. Lawmakers and last but not least, did you know, and I didn't really know this, but now I do, Detroit, Motor City, has its own Spider-Man.
He is transforming kids' lives in neighborhoods.
Perez Javed
That's right.
looks at how great power is being used responsibly.
Whoa. Spidey?
Yes, but not Peter Parker. Instead, it's 22-year-old Kiara Gibson, a parkour instructor and pro free runner.
Free running is more so flips and free movement. Parkour is more so up and down rolls, no flipping, just getting from point A to point B as fast as possible.
This proud Detroiter has been practicing both arts for the past 12 years, a fascination that started with Spider-Man.
He's my favorite hero. He can crawl up walls. He got super strength, super powerful, very agile.
Kiara found Spidey powers by learning parkour, which also helped him break free from being a shy kid.
Kept me off the streets, obviously. Had me learning new skills that I thought I couldn't do, and had me excelling in abilities that I didn't know I had.
One of those abilities to teach parkour to other kids. 8-year-old Eli Patton is one of Kiara's students and another Spidey fan.
How did you get into parkour?
With my cousin Kier. I was watching him since I was a kid.
Who's a bigger inspiration, he is or Spider-Man? Your cuz?
Yes, he's better than him.
Oh, really? Oh, dang.
But I am better than him.
I like that. I like that.
2, 1, go!
Why is it important for you to teach this sport/art to kids? It'll keep them off the streets. It'll keep them from doing the things that they're not supposed to be doing. It'll also enhance their learning and strengthen them in the physical body and strengthen them in the mental mind. Hands down, turn that way first.
Kiara is now raising funds to buy safety equipment that will allow him to take parkour to more kids in other neighborhoods and eventually open a gym.
If possible, a building. That's what I'm really looking for. A building and safe space to train these kids.
Parkour. Y'all ever tried that?
Oh,
Dude, careful, Brendan.
I know, I don't want to break it.
Ow,
The set.
yeah, I know.
You were impressed though.
I was worried about you, but you're right. The set might break.
My favorite thing about parkour, that Office episode, did you ever see that?
not an
Yeah,
office fan.
You're the one.
Sorry.
You're the lone non-office
I'm
fan.
sorry.
Wow.
I tried it. I've tried it multiple times. Can't get into it.
It's a
But
great
parkour, very
summer.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Have to really be, as he said, agile.
Yeah.
And it's impressive. Yeah.
Very impressive. Well, for our forecast this week, we are dealing with some heat still. Upper 80s tomorrow, a 40% chance of rain and storms for both your Tuesday and Wednesday. A cold front will come through. That's what's bringing us the rain, and it's also bringing us some cooler temperatures. And the key factor is the lower humidity as we go into Thursday and Friday. Dew points will be into the upper 50s. Plenty of sunshine all the way through your Saturday. Just a 20% chance of rain on Sunday. And then next week looks pretty good as well, with temperatures still below average in the low to mid 80s.
All right, Jenna, thanks. And Brendan, we think we'll be close to on time for the 11 o'clock news, don't we?
Should be with the football. In the meantime, you can go outside and practice your parkour.
Practice parkour. There's a good show next.
Good weather, or you can watch Hogan's Heroes next, right here on MeTV.
Fresh for everyone.
News Channel 6, celebrating 70 wonderful years.
It's definitely still feeling like summertime with hot and humid conditions expected once again tomorrow, along with some scattered showers and storms. But we will have some nice changes coming to the forecast starting on Thursday. All those details coming up.
Right now, News Channel 6 at 11 a day.
Participating in an official 9/11 ceremony, but he is not the first U.S. president to opt out of visiting one of the three memorial sites. Former presidents Obama and Bush have delivered 9/11 speeches from the White House. For now in Washington, Raquel Martin, back to you.
Time now for our first check of our weather. Let's check in with Jenna for that.
Well, Brad, we had some storms earlier, but now it's mostly clear. Only some isolated showers down in Burke County. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Augusta Regional Airport. Looking pretty good outside. And notice on Live Viper 6 back at 6 p.m. this evening. Most of the CSRA was dry, but we did have some storms approach from the west. These quickly became strong and actually caused a severe thunderstorm warning to be issued for Jefferson, Warren, and Glasscock counties. This was for some gusty winds and hail. We actually did have one damage report over in Avera, Georgia. But after this storm, the severe thunderstorm warning dropped, the storms moved into Richmond County, and that's when we saw some pretty strong lightning and even some heavy rain as well, but no longer any severe weather. Now, as I mentioned, down in Burke County, some light rain over Highway 25, one area of some showers and storms as well. But the rest of us looking nice and clear this evening, and earlier today we made it into the low 90s. So it was another hot summer-like day, a couple degrees above average. But right now, typical summertime conditions, we're sitting in those mid-70s, dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s as well. And we do have a stationary front draped across the CSRA that caused the showers and storms today. And we have a cold front approaching, which will bring us more rain tomorrow and for our Wednesday. Starting out the day with some patchy fog, 68 degrees. May have to dodge a shower or storm later on in the day as we climb into those upper 80s. So rain and storms over the next couple of days, but behind that cold front comes some drier and cooler air. We'll have plenty of sunshine to finish off the week, and it will be looking really good outside. I'll have all those details coming up, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. The Greenbrier High School community rallying around a dentist tonight. Up next, Jenna's back with a check of the forecast for this work week. And we'll tell you how you can help the community by donating some vital supplies. Stay with us.
The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Monday evening. You're looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. This is a time lapse over Augusta Regional Airport. We had some thunderstorms come through, and wow, take a look at that lightning there. We definitely had some heavy rain and even some cloud to ground lightning around 6 through 9 o'clock tonight. But now things are looking much better. We're at 75 degrees, mostly clear now. But earlier today, I did capture some of those tower and cumulonimbus clouds. This is actually right outside the studio, and you can even see some lightning there in the distance and even cloud to cloud lightning here. And as I mentioned, cloud to ground lightning was also around the Augusta area, and a severe thunderstorm warning was issued for parts of Glasscock, Jefferson, and even into parts of Warren County as well. There was a storm damage report over in Avera, Georgia for the damaging wind gusts. So here's Live Viper 6 back at 6 p.m. this evening. Storms moved in from the west, got strong as they moved across Glasscock County where that severe storm report was issued. This warning was over around Rennes as well, but then after that it was dropped in just that heavy rain and the lightning into Richmond County, and then luckily these dissipated before moving into the metro. Now it's mostly clear outside. We do just have one isolated shower down in Burke County. Other than that, not much happening this evening, just this stationary front across our area, but I'm keeping an eye on this additional cold front that'll be moving in, bringing us some rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Dew points in the mid to upper 60s in some of our northwestern counties where there's some drier air, but the rest of us still pretty muggy in those low 70s. Temperature-wise, pretty consistent, anywhere from around 72 to 76 degrees across the CSRA. Starting out in the upper 60s for your Tuesday morning with some patchy fog. Mostly sunny by 9 o'clock. Then by the afternoon and evening, storms will develop very similar to today, and temperatures will be similar as well in the upper 80s. Dew points still pretty sticky in the low 70s, but then check this out on Friday. Behind that cold front comes drier and cooler air, dropping us into the upper 50s, keeping the chance of rain at 40% for now, but then once the dry air moves in, our rain chances go down. Just in time for Arts in the Heart this weekend. It's going to be beautiful, definitely not too hot, plenty of sunshine, just a 20% chance of rain for your Sunday. So let's go into our future cast tomorrow morning. There's that stationary front. Then it becomes just a weak disturbance over our area, bringing some of those storms Tuesday. Cold front comes through, bringing a pretty big chance of rain as we go into early Wednesday morning and the rest of the afternoon. Then this moves through by early Thursday morning. The cooler and drier air dominates our area, and it will be looking really nice as we go into the weekend. But here's a closer look at home tomorrow at noon. Storms begin to develop, very isolated, not expecting these to become severe. More widespread heavy rainfall at 1 o'clock as that cold front moves through. Drying out for the start of our Wednesday morning, definitely very foggy though, and then by 3 o'clock more storms start to develop, continuing until around 8 o'clock at night. Now switching gears to the tropics, I am watching two hurricanes. Hurricane Lee, of course, major hurricane, category 3, 115 miles per hour, and Hurricane Margot, which is a category 1. Now Hurricane Lee will stay in the Atlantic and then eventually could make landfall up in Nova Scotia at that point as just a tropical storm. Now our lows tonight will be in the mid to upper 60s, highs tomorrow in the upper 80s to low 90s. In your 10-day forecast showing the chance of rain Tuesday and Wednesday, still pretty hot and humid, but it will be nicer as we go into the end of the week. Notice we'll be in the low 80s with plenty of sunshine.
All right, looks good, Jenna. Thanks. Hey, you can help people in need in our area with vital supplies. Well, there's a new study out there that apparently shows making up your bed within the first 30 minutes of waking up could create a breeding ground for dust mites. That's because humans sweat when we sleep, and a made bed traps the moisture and leads to higher concentrations of the microscopic pests, which can trigger health issues, including asthma.
Penny 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Well, there's a new study out there that apparently shows making up your bed within the first 30 minutes of waking up could create a breeding ground for dust mites. That's because humans sweat when we sleep, and a made bed traps the moisture and leads to higher concentrations of the microscopic pests, which can trigger health issues, including asthma and allergies. An unmade bed creates more ventilation that helps disperse the moisture and keep the mites away.
I like it. I did not see that coming when you started reading that.
Me neither, because we're always told that that's a great habit and you can change your life in so many other ways if you start with making up your bed.
I thought for sure you'd say the happiest people out there make their bed in the morning or something like that. So you know what? I'm going to continue to not make my bed.
Sounds good. No, leave it unmade and be mite free.
Sounds good to me. Well, for our forecast this week, we're tracking scattered showers and storms Tuesday and Wednesday. Still pretty warm and humid, 89 tomorrow. Still feeling like summertime, but a little bit of a taste of fall as we go into the end of the week. Low 80s, but the key is that there will be much lower humidity and plenty of sunshine.
And that is our report for now. Thanks for staying up with us almost midnight here on a Monday. Have a great night.